Somebody, yeah, that's my Maserati going ham. No salami, that's your chick. If I like it, then I'm straight. Boat garden in a club. Where the bottles that
their own, but we're going to take a look at the next attack from Godblin of Proc. He wants to try to get them their first 3-star today.
Remember, Godblin used Lava Loon with 2 Electro Dragons last time. This time, though, he's going on the ground. It seems he's brought 11 Witches, a really uncommon attack strategy, especially at the top level. It's a bat slap. I don't think we've seen any bats at all yesterday, and none so far today, Carbon Fin.
No, we have not. We got 11 Witches. They're going to try to overwhelm this base here. The Town Hall is exposed on the right side over the top up there against Wei, so very interesting what he's decided to do right there. Now the Queen's going to help charge in, drops some, the balloons come out of that wall wrecker, finds a tornado trap pretty early there, and he's going to have the Ice Golem P.E.K.K.A and 11 Witches just to move through this base. Doesn't have a jump spell, so the Queen's going to try to remove this section down here. Without the Lava Hound, the Archers, and hopefully he can get through this. There's only one ground expo, and there is the Ice Golem, and get ready for potentially all the Witches to come down from the top side going into the Town Hall.
Dropped them all in one spot at the corner. A bit of a risky play. If he had found a giant bomb or something nearby, he might have had a lot of trouble. But the Witches are doing their job, spawning skeletons along the right side to support this Barbarian King. That is just a massive wave of troops moving in, Carbon Fin.
Now he's going to try to overwhelm this Town Hall. He still has 5 bats and 3 freezes. He can try to use that and freeze all the splash damage as the bats are moving around. Still has 1 balloon as well. Look at all these skellies just overwhelmed. That Town Hall pops the Grand Warden and Eternal Tome. Doesn't have the Queen ability anymore, but she's working her way through the middle and the core of this base. And here comes the bats from the bottom side. He's going to use 3 freezes, at least on this bottom section. Beautiful freeze right there, getting the Wizard Tower and the multi. The Queen's going to help freezes that again. And he's got some Witches on the top. He's got the bats on the bottom, and that Queen is staying up in the core.
Ice Golem, freeze spell, skeletons, and Witches. This is starting to look like the Battle of Winterfell. The defenses are getting absolutely overwhelmed here as Godblin is moving in, still with many of his Witches doing quite well. He does have a multi-target Inferno to have to encounter up here at the top, which can burn up those skeletons really quickly, but I think he's got a great battle strategy that's been able to prove successful through the bulk of this base. It looks like 3 stars is within reach here, Carbon Fin.
It's going to be really close. He's taken out all the defenses. Now it's just a matter of cleanup. He's got 37 seconds and is just counting down. The Witches are going to be able to get through this wall really quickly with all of these skeletons, and he was just able to overwhelm the complete top side of the base. Didn't even need the healers for the Witches. Use that Grand Warden and Eternal Tome. There's only 20 seconds left, and this looks like it's going to be the first 3-star here for Proc of the day. They definitely needed this. What a clutch attack.
Dodging giant bombs all day long. Godblin with an unconventional strategy scores the 3 stars for Proc.
And he gets it done. What a beautiful job. First time I believe we even saw a bat in the
edge there. We're going to take one last look, though, at Wei, the final attacker from Nova. He says hogs are his favorite troop, but if he has to describe his favorite attack strategy, he's more likely to go for Queen, Walk, Lalo. He had some pretty funny answers on the internal poll that we asked him beforehand. He says his teammates are all noobs. He's the top player of all. His job is 007, so he's the James Bond of the Nova team. And he can mind control his Queen, too. So some amazing abilities out of Wei. Let's see if that 3-star attack in the first war can be followed up again.
We've heard that before, where they can control the Queen. It's shown in some of the attacks where the Queen's walked out and then inside of the base. It's unbelievable. But in this one, not using the Queen, but using that Grand Warden with the healers, going to try to get as much value as he can, because that Grand Warden can actually jump over walls, so his radius is a little different than the Archer Queen. Sends the wall wrecker into this topside wall, and he's going to try to charge in, has 6 bowlers, and he's going to send the King, the Queen. The Warden now follows over here, drops the poison on the Dragon and the Archers, and he's going to try to jump into the core section and take out the enemy Queen.
Finds a big clump of ground troops right on top of this Town Hall. As soon as a Giga Tesla fires off and drops the bomb, we see that Eternal Tome ability from the Grand Warden. Another jump spell to get these troops right back on target. They are going at a lightning pace here. Breakneck speed through the center of the base, crashing in with an Ice Golem popping and dropping that freeze spell all around the center of the base. We get a few of the boulders wandering off into the bottom section, trying to go for that multi-target Inferno, but not able to take it down. Still have the Grand Warden now right in front, actually taking the brunt of the blows from this bottom section of base. The Hog Riders are moving in now from the left side, and it seems like they've got a couple of heal spells left to try to keep them alive, but I don't know if that's going to be enough to get it all the way to the bottom section there, Carbon Fin.
The Hogs are moving. He has the cleanup down, but this Queen Pop's ability here, he's got a lot left on the board. The Hogs are in that heal, actually, with that multi-targeting Inferno going down, and the final balloon, the King on the outside. This is looking really good for a 3-star, the first one of this match for Nova. Look at these Hogs. He's looking at it, and they're definitely clapping for it. They know it's going to be a 3 with plenty of time remaining. What a beautiful attack right there, and he's going to be able to try to clean it up. Finds a giant bomb. That's not going to make a difference.
He's done it. Applause and high fives from his teammate. Nova has managed to get another 3-star on the board. That'll leave them with an 11-star total and 81.6% destruction here. Not enough to surpass Proc, but another 3-star on the board will keep them comfortably in second.
Can't wait to see what Vale can do, because he actually has 2 triples, but now we got Bumm coming in. He's got a triple as well, coming off the last war with the Oshiiiilukun.
Dark Looters might be one of the most well-known clan names in all of competitive Clash of Clans, with years of experience in competition and following a very impressive lineage from having one of their sister clans qualify in the March qualifier and moving on to join Tribe Gaming. The second team from Germany qualified through in-game competition. They were number 4 on the in-game Clan War leaderboards and are returning from the April qualifier. This group has only been together for 3 months, but they've all been playing together in the game for many years.
Bumm is coming in with the Queen Charge Lalo. This is his specialty. He's one of the best in the world at this, so he try to take the base down, and the Queen, oh, beautiful, drop that balloon, pulls the Seeking Air Mine and protects a healer, and he's actually only taking 1 Lava Hound. He's going to try to use another wall breaker to open up the next compartment, and he does at the bottom side, uses that wizard actually to distract the cannon. Can he get a second wall break? Look at those wall breaks into the core of this base.
A double wall break is fantastic value for Bumm early on here. Sometimes you'd see players drop a jump spell to crack through 2 layers of walls like that, but not Bumm. With great timing on those wall breakers, makes it all the way into that compartment and takes down the enemy Eagle artillery. A great value for that small investment.
Now starting the Lalo, even before he took out the enemy Queen, through the Queen ability, that Queen is going to go down. Doesn't have to worry about any Eagle artillery firing down on his troops, because he can just fly through and no problem. Drops the poison on some of the archers that do come out. The Grand Warden's coming from the top side. He's looking super strong, but the Queen ended up actually going down at the bottom, decided not to use a rage down there to keep her alive with the healers. He must not have seen it, but he does reach 50%. 1 more, and the Town Hall is activated, and he's flying through here. The Grand Warden pops his Eternal Tome, doesn't clip some of those balloons that flew from the right side, still has 2 more hastes and 1 more free spell.
Bumm, an expert with loons and Queen Charge, earned a 3-star strike against Oshiiiilukun in the previous war against Blaze JP. Can he keep the streak up? It looks very likely right now. He said that one of his superpowers is the ability to predict how a match is going to unfold as the troops travel around the map. Well, he doesn't have a whole lot to worry about at this point. With 90% overall damage and only 37 seconds left, it looks like he's clear to go for the 3-star strike.
Woody, this looks to be another 3-star for him today. Going to be the second one, and he's going to help take down the storage. Just 24 seconds. He's just got to go to the bottom, hopefully on time. Does he have enough? Hopefully there's nothing in the corners. He's celebrating. He's cheering. He's looking on. With this Grand Warden going to help with 13 seconds left. That's going to kick off this war with a 3-star for Bumm of Dark Looters.
High fives don't lie. He's putting the BM in Bumm. 3 stars is a dominant start for this war. Proc is going to have to hit hard if they want to keep
Target Inferno, and those Teslas popped up at the end right there. And now we have Vale of Dark Looters, and he's gotten 2 3 stars back to back. He's looking to go perfect to get another one. His first was with Massey Drags, his second was with P.E.K.K.A. Smash, and now his next is with an Electro and kind of a Suilalo. He has the clone spell.
It was jokingly bragging early on that he's a 1-star specialist, but you are right, Carbon Finn. He is the MVP so far today with 2 3 stars on the board, looking for the hat trick to get the 3rd. You can go online to buy tickets for the ESL1 Hamburg World Championship of the Clash of Clans World Finals that's going to be taking place in October. The $1 million prize pool this year will have its lion's share distributed at that live event. We hope to see you there.
Now the Queen is charging in, is going to be responsible for this Town Hall. Uses the freeze over the enemy Queen. Don't pop that. He already actually popped the King ability, but their clone spell, there's the Rage. Perfect clone to actually clone those balloons up right over the Queen, and the Queen goes down, takes out this Archer Tower, pulls out the Clan Castle. This is looking really strong. The Queen got so much value, and now he's starting to Lalo. The Queen's, it looks like, just about to go down to the cannon and get that Grand Warden down. The E-Drag should help with actually clean up on the edge over there. He's going to have to try to overwhelm and power through the rest of this base here.
Vale did miss a baby dragon in the Clan Castle, though. That can deal quite a bit of damage to these balloons. It looks like the pups will have a field day at it, though, taking it down, and we see now the Eternal Tome ability from this Grand Warden protecting these balloons. Unfortunately for Vale, they're starting to clump up a little bit here, and they still have a multi-target Inferno to deal with on the back end, but have no fear. There's a heal spell to keep them nice and healthy. Another haste in tow to get them right back on target. 3 Wizard Towers are firing away as fast as they can. Tornado Traps spinning those balloons around, but it looks like 3 stars is within reach. Applause from the Dark Looters as they claim another 3-star hit.
Vale is going to get the hat trick, the first one ever to get 3 triples in a row right there. Unbelievable. Look at this with the balloons flying around with over a minute left in the raid. He goes perfect on the day, 3 for 3. What an attack from Vale.
A historic story writing moment here for Vale. He has found his place in the history books with the only far out in front to protect the boulders from things like the multi-target Infernos. Without enough protection in the front and without the healers locked on, I think Jan wound up losing a little bit of his firepower earlier than he expected.
Now we have Sir Iron coming in, and funny enough, he actually helped win the Town Hall 7 Cup, and he won some money there. Now he's trying to help try to win and qualify in here from Poland for the Town Hall 12, and did get a 3-star with the Drag Bat in his very first attack, and now he's going to try to charge into this Town Hall with a P.E.K.K.A. Smash.
Not just the Town Hall 7 competition, he also competed in Estonia at the Clan War League Season 3 Finals, so he's got a lot of competitive experience here. He's the base builder for the Dark Looter, so you have him to thank with all these 3 stars not coming in against the Dark Looters, but rather going for them. He also works at Siemens, and he says that his job here today at the World Qualifier is to prove his skill. If he manages to win and get a prize, he's going to take a trip with his brother, go on a vacation.
Oh, that's awesome there, but he's going to focus on this war first in order to try to get there. That Dragon's Archers comes out, pops the Grand Warden Eternal Tome perfectly as everything is looping into the core of this base. The Dragon is about to go down to the Queen, so the Queen's not going to get stalled up. Easily works through that, the poison. Now the Stone Slammer's coming on the cannon down south. If it opens up that wall, hopefully the bolt will move up to the top side, and the Stone Slammer will move to the left. We're trying to see if it's going through. There it is. Bowlers now jump into the core. Some balloons on this air defense. Still has another Rage in the core right there. Going to be able to reach over the wall and grab that multi. Out comes an Electric Dragon from the Clan Castle. Going to try to get as much value from these chain lightnings.
This ground-based attack is still going strong into the top left side of this base. A chance to encounter that 3rd and final multi-target Inferno leaves the Archer Queen and the few remaining bowlers that are left with her a clear opportunity to move to the outside of the base now. They just don't have any way of hopping over these walls. Going to have to fire them down the old-fashioned way. Now, fortunately for Sir Iron, that boulder bounce is enough to reach the cannon outside this base, so he'll be able to protect his troops a little bit out there. Electro Dragon's about to run into an air defense, which should deal quick work with it. It's going to be a ragtag bunch of bowlers, Archer Queen and Grand Warden, trying to make the final stab through the last layer of this base. He still does have that Archer Queen ability and 2 wizards to help out for the cleanup. It's going to be a tight one, Carbon.
This is going to be super close. He wanted that E-Dragon not to go to that storage. If it moved to that wizard tower, it would be 1 shot. So if he takes out this cannon, 1 shot his Archer tower, this could be a 3-star. It's going to be really close. And it goes down. The Queen and this Grand Warden is still up. The Queen goes down. It's going to come down to this final Grand Warden. Can he take it? There it is. And there is the 3-star for Sir Iron of Dark Looters.
Wow! The 3-star by the skin of his teeth. But hey, it's not horseshoes or hand grenades. If you get taking down that enemy Archer Queen and Eagle Artillery, but just too many air defenses and not the spread he needed to finish him off.
Now we have JOJO23 coming in for the final attack of Dark Looters. Can they get to a 14-star war here? We'll take a look. He's coming in with the Suilalo, and he has the clone spell as well, and he'll try to get his first triple here today.
JOJO was a man, he thought he was a loner, but he knew it wouldn't last. He's joined up now with the Dark Looters, a 3-month in the past, and he's got a final opportunity to close things out here to give the Dark Looters the all-time star lead in the Clash of Clans World Championship qualifiers. And I'm not just talking about today, I'm talking about of all time, of all the qualifiers we've seen so far, with a chance at 38, Carbon Fin.
Yes, that's unbelievable. We saw a 14-star war last month by INTZ. Are we going to see another one here from Dark Looters? He's going to be able to not only remove this multi, remove this air defense, but look at that. He opened up the corner wall to get access to the town hall. Such great value. If the Queen goes in there, hopefully she doesn't. There she goes, and that's going to take the town hall down as well. He can start the Lalo because the Queen still has her royal cloak, and there it is. He pops it pretty early, pulls some of the town hall. The town hall goes down. Now he can fly in and not have to worry about it.
Queen gonna move back out again, let that Stone Slammer cover her entry here. She's got a few archers to take down, but the poison spell should help out here. We need to get her targeting onto that dragon sooner rather than later to make sure that these balloons and electro dragons coming out can make great use of that clone spell and take down these key center targets. We still have an Eagle Artillery up. I'm not sure what JOJO's plan is to take that out, Carbon Fin.
The Eagle is still going to be raining down with that E-Drag. Got so much about not only the Queen, but that multi-target Inferno. Look at this. He's got a ton of balloons. This is a perfect pathing around the base. There's no more sweepers. Freezes the Eagle. Freezes the air defense. Has the Grand Warden and Eternal Tome. Is this going to be another 3-star from Dark Looters? JOJO is looking to overwhelm this with 1 more freeze and 2 more haste. Plenty of cleanup. Has just under a minute left. What a beautiful attack right here.
JOJO spends his free time drumming hard in a band, and those fast hands are gonna be what delivers the 3-star for this 5th and final attack of the Dark Looters. A 14-star war overall and a record smashing 38 stars in this qualifier.
What a beautiful job. It's such an overpowering attack that he swagged not only a free spell, but he also swagged the haste right over the core on the clan castle, letting them know how to get it done with a 95.8 average destruction. The best one so far we've seen here today.
Take a into the center of the base, gutting all the defenses with 1 swift strike. It's time now for Blaze JP to get back in action. Oshiiilukun is the first hitter for his team.
He's coming in with his P.E.K.K.A. Smash, it looks like, and he's got 2 jumps. Drops the 1 balloon on the mortar, and then the Queen gonna try to help keep the Queen up top. You see he's dropping the healers far on the right side. The reason why he dropped them up on the right and not the left is because the healers would follow the Queen up and then be put inside that multi-target Inferno range. But if they're on the far right, they stay far away from that and they stay protected. Now he pulls the clan castle troops out. Here comes the archers. They keep coming, and then there's a dragon, and then a poison can easily get through this no problem. So he doesn't have to worry. He does actually have 3 minions, which would help if there was a lava hound out there. But the Queen is going to move up and around, gets a nice, beautiful bowler bounce on the air defense up top, and now he's going to charging with the P.E.K.K.A.'s bowlers, and look out for this Grand Warden.
Oshiiiilukun is returning from the qualifier. He's also a hunter in his spare time, so expect to see that eagle eye approach in his destruction of this base. He sends in the P.E.K.K.A.s with a jump spell toward the Town Hall. They get caught in a tornado trap real quick, but they're not taking too much damage. The enemy Archer Queen hasn't engaged them yet. Great timing on that Grand Warden. Eternal Tome ability will protect them from a giant bomb and that Giga Bomb going off from the Town Hall. They're taking out the enemy Archer Queen and are cruising through the alleyways in the backside of this base. He has got a great start to this raid, Carbon Fin.
He's got to push his way through. They're looking for a 3-star. They need a handful of them. He's got the Baby Dragon up top. Should be able to take out the Archer Tower. The Stone Slammer's flying down south with another freeze. Bowlers are moving through. That Eagle's going to be firing, but that Stone Slammer is pretty close to full health there, so it should be able to get through these Teslas. It should be able to get through the Wizard Tower, and then he has that freeze. This is looking really good for Blaze JP with over a minute left in the raid. Is this going to be a 3-star to kick it off for Blaze?
It might be. Don't call too soon, but with over a minute to get the cleanup done, it seems like he's got a great shot at it. The Stone Slammer pops and will release those balloons, going first for the Wizard Tower and then the Eagle afterwards. Not quite a swag on the haste and freeze spell, but pretty much had another spell storage space, actually 2 spell storage space to finish things off here at 97% and a full 45 seconds. Oshiiiilukun has got the first 3-star for Blaze JP.
What is star Blaze JP back strong here? Obviously they picked up pace over the day, and now
we know they can get it done, but the next attack is going to be coming in from LP of Nova, and he did start off his day with a 3-star with a Queen Charge Hogs on the ground, and now he's switching it up, going to the air to see if he could get his next 3-star.
And bringing a clone spell with him to see that used on the Siege Machine to help out whatever comes from that, usually an Electro Dragon or some balloons. He's also brought an Earthquake spell. A single Earthquake spell sometimes means wants to use it directly on the Town Hall to trigger it early and make sure that defense targeting troops will go for the Town Hall. A bit of a spread here from his heroes to start things off as the Barbarian King gets a few buildings on the top side and the Archer Queen goes for top right. Stone Slammer, interestingly, is going to be going directly on top of this Archer Queen. Pops, and there's the clone spell on those balloons, helping out to take out the defenses in the top section of this base. Finishes off the Archer Queen, but really needs to go for that Eagle Artillery next.
The E-Drag was able to take out the Queen and now activated the Town Hall by skipping onto it. He does have that the Earthquake right there to help damage it. Pops the Warden ability, flies through here. Oh no, pulls the Tornado Trap. Lava Hound timed and dropped a little bit later. He's going to try to loop up and around this base. There is the Tesla Farm. Dropped a second Hound behind that first one. Hopefully he can pull some more traps. He does, and he has 2 more freezes. Unfortunately, doesn't have the Grand Warden Eternal Tome because he popped it over the Town Hall. But he has a handful of balloons, no heal spell. They are actually pathing to this Eagle Artillery. They get inside that small radius, and they won't get hit. So he's going to have to try to overwhelm this multi, because the only thing that's remaining to hit these balloons is that multi-air defense, the Expo. Oh no, they're just pathing right around that multi. He has the Baby Dragon on the top side, but that multi's just wrecking the balloons.
These lava pups are trying to chase down this one skeleton. I think they fired like 15 embers at it. Finally finish it off. Can this Inferno Tower hold off against the balloons? The light aura from the Grand Warden might be enough. We could be looking at a 3-star in the making here, Carbon Fin.
He's looking at it. The balloons are flying. There's still the Grand Warden altar at the top side, which is going to fire at these balloons. Remember, this Grand Warden level 40 is super strong. There's a Seeking Air Mine. Can he do it? It's going to be Warden potentially versus Warden. But where is he going? Can he get it? A few balloons left with 37 seconds. LP of Nova is looking to get another 3-star right there. Takes out the Dark Storage and gonna take out the Elixir Storage right there. Beautiful attack from LP of Nova.
Applause from his teammates. He's proud to represent his clan, Nova Maldo, here on the big stage. Balloons are his favorite troop, and he star in this war against Blaze JP, tying up the star total overall.
That was beautiful. That was LP's second triple of the day. And now Blaze JP is going to try to answer and give it their all to get another 3-star on the board. They've already got 1 in this war. And we're going to have to see what they're coming in with. It's going to be a little bit of a Suilo has the Electron, or the E-Track right there with a clone spell. That Ice Golem is going to help lead the charge. And remember, when the Ice Golem does die, it's going to freeze the radius around anything in its area. And also, it will still freeze even if it gets sprung by a spring trap.
Freezes up an Archer Tower, Cannon, and Wizard Tower here to give a little more coverage for our Archer Queen as she moves in. We don't see any wall breakers to help her out, so I'm not sure if she'll be able to get onto that multi-target Inferno or not. She's going to cruise toward the top right side of this base instead of going for the Inferno, but might have another idea in mind for taking that out. Pulls the CC out and grabs a few Archers on the backside here, as well as a Lava Hound, big, heavy, high hit point defender, but it might get counterfeited here. Only thing that are going to be firing back at it are the Electro Dragon. So he wants to keep that Electro Dragon away from the Lava Hound so it doesn't get distracted.
He still has that final Archer he can drop, but he's got one up at 12 o'clock, moving the Hound over there. The Stone Slammer and the E-Dragon is flying into the core. There is the Clone Spell, cloning up the balloons, E-Dragon as well, and the Queen is getting locked onto the balloons. Down goes the Eagle Artillery, and he froze that Expo, and now the E-Dragon is going to be under the rage, going to get some nice value. It takes out the Queen, takes out the Expo and the Grand Warden Altar. Now he has a clear path to fly over this Town Hall, and it's now activated because of that E-Drag skipping onto it, freezing the Town Hall. Has another 3 hastes and 1 free spell with the Grand Warden Eternal Tome.
Balloons are one of the slowest troops in the game, but not when they're hasted up. Great use of the spells there on the outside of the base to get them closer to the Town Hall. Uses that Grand Warden Eternal Tome ability a bit early, and I think that he suffered quite a bit of damage from the Giga Bomb there. Still, he'll be continuing into the top side of this base. Lava Hound pops and gives some additional coverage. Those pups trying to protect these balloons from that last air defense in the top section, but I still am worried about this multi-target Inferno over on the right side of the base. Carbon Fin, is there enough time left to get that thing down?
What a perfect free spell right there. The balloons are going to be able to move in and take out the multi, take out the Wizard Tower, and move over to the mortar. This Warden is going to actually soak up some of the shots from the Archer Tower. It's slowly going through, going to help. One is moving to the mortar. We can take a look at the top, the brackets, but is this going to be a 3-star from Blaze JP? Going to try to take out the Archer Tower. There it is, they're clapping, and the Archer Tower goes down, and there's just a few more buildings with only 25 seconds left. The balloons have to move around. Has a handful of Woody, does he have enough time?
It's gonna be so close. We did hear the applause from Blaze JP, so Mochikun's teammates definitely think that he's got this one in the bag, but I'm not quite so confident. 8 seconds left. Balloons make it on top of the gold storage. That's the last remaining structure. They get the drops, the minion, and Lava Pups come in for the kill. 3-star, 100%.
Blaze JP immediately answering to the 3-star of Nova here. Both teams really want to end day 2 with a win on their side, and so far...
And here in that replay was able to help protect the balloons as he flew up and around. And now we have the final attack from Way of Nova, and he's looking to get another 3-star. He's already gotten 1 on the day versus Dark Looters with the P.E.K.K.A. Smash.
Nova needs a 3-star just to tie up their score relative to where Blaze JP is sitting up right now. Remember, Way can mind control his Archer Queen. He says that if he gets a big prize, he'll use it toward getting a massive hot pot dinner to celebrate with his family, and he might buy some gems at the same time.
That would be awesome, getting those gems, but in this case, he's got to try to go with the P.E.K.K.A. Smash. The healers are down with the Queen, drops the Coco Loon to test for a Seeking Airmine, has a nice bowler skip right there, but it finds a Tesla, which picks it off. Sends another balloon to try to help take the Tesla down, but the Queen one-shots it under the rage, no problem. Pulls the Lava Hound out, has 5 more balloons to help fly in, potentially with the Stone Slammer if he needs. But the balloons are coming over to the cannon. Hopefully if they can get the drop off and help take it down, but that Archer Tower is going to slowly pick them off. Finds the next Tesla. King's going to move down around, help clear the building on the outside, and he set that funnel very nicely, but unfortunately the bullets are going to move to the cannon, but then they'll move inside the base.
rage up those troops there, engaging the Giga Tesla in the Town Hall. Uses that Grand Warden Eternal Tome ability to protect them from the Giga Bomb going off. The healers are a bit confused, spreading out now to try to protect different clumps of troops. Pekkas are taking a ton of fire really early on in this raid, and it looks like they're going down back to back. Overall damage is past the 50% mark, and Wei now has 2 stars in this, but these Pekkas have just been hammered on so much early on. Oftentimes we see these Pekkas surviving toward the ends of the raid, Carbon Fin, but they have just been taking a beating here, and I think that it's going to be up to these last 2 heroes at the end to try to clean up what remains of the space.
It's coming down to this Stone Slammer. The Queen still got her ability. The balloon flying in from the right side, and we have some wizards and everything down south. The Queen has got the healers down there, so this is not looking too bad, and that Stone Slammer opened up quite a bit of the base if she's going to walk up and around here. The Pekka's going down with about a minute left. This is looking pretty good for Wei, because he's already got that 3-star. He wants to get another one, and he's pushing his way through that multi. Unfortunately, the Queen is walking around the top side, but still has her Royal Cloak ability.
She does, holding on to it until the last possible moment. She's not going to be able to lock onto that multi-target Inferno. That has spelled doom for raids in the past, and it looks like she's going to use it right as she gets into that corner pocket up top. A big giant bomb destroys most of the archers that she summoned, but still has great coverage here. The multi-target Inferno doing its best to burn up these attackers, but it looks like they're starting to break through the defenses. Grand Warden firing away, and that is it. Wei has done it. A 3-star follow-up from Nova.
Another 3-star for Wei. What an unbelievable performance.